sending kissy faces, sending bread into my phone. Bitch, my name Tilly, nigga. No, I'm not different.
Pimblett, until just 31 seconds of talking revealed he was
Paddy Pimblett. 31 seconds that destroyed Paddy Pimblett's career. I know who Paddy Pimblett is, so I like hella wanted to watch it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? I thought he was you feel me? I thought he was pretty loved. I just know he be getting fat as fuck and then like getting skinny as hell. So I don't know.
The entire world was supporting Paddy Pimblett until just 31 seconds of talking revealed he was actually super unlikable. His rapid social media growth subsequently disappeared, while the comments became so brutal he couldn't even handle it.
I can't say anything without people jumping on it. The nasty comments get to you, so I don't sign into my social media anymore.
Everyone quickly decided Paddy wasn't the next big thing, which is all people could talk about during his rise to fame. This article, for example, wrote, Paddy Pimblett is the next big thing and has the potential to be as big as Conor McGregor, and it's not difficult to see how
he was gonna be that big? For real?
Paddy had a similar kind of confidence.
This is my destiny. I've got the personality, I've got the look. The new king's here, lad.
With comments describing him as a likable mix of humility and arrogance. This was put on full display when he'd make a YouTube channel, gaining hundreds of thousands of views by vlogging, although it was on the topic of food that he garnered the most attention. Paddy's fighting weight was 155 pounds, yet in between matches he'd ballooned to over 200.
He'd be fat
So
as
you're 200
fuck.
right now. What do you get to when you fight?
I weigh in at 155.
No way.
The most I've weighed is like 211.
Earning the nickname Paddy the Fatty
damn.
instead of Paddy the Baddie. Hilarious how every
How do you
UFC
even do
fighter
that?
has a unique personality. Paddy being an undercover fat guy is the funniest.
Do you ever miss the six-pack when you blow up between fights?
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped, and like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed.
Photos such as this one,
I don't know
therefore,
but a damn thing he just said. That nigga said, what did he just say?
And like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed.
Photos such as this one therefore went extremely viral,
No,
which
that's
Paddy
not
used to
him.
his advantage to attract
That's not him. No way that's actually him. Oh my gosh. How do you even do that? Like that has to be some type of talent. To go to 200 fucking pounds to 155. Like just whenever you want to. That's crazy.
even
That's
more
actually
attention.
crazy.
All of his most popular content was on gaining or losing weight, which was funny because he'd always end up making weight, not to mention he was also winning his fights easily. Paddy won his first 3 UFC matches, 2 of which during the first round, with an impressive total career record of 19 wins and only 3 losses. This added to the hype around Paddy becoming champion, although no one seemed to realize he hadn't even fought anyone ranked in the top 15.
Damn.
Paddy Pimblett is a lot of marketing and little skill for MMA. Paddy himself was still an unranked fighter, yet millions believed he'd be the next UFC champ purely because he'd made a couple of funny videos. Well, Paddy was given the chance to prove himself when scheduled a fight against Jared Gordon, and having just signed $1 million Barstool Sports deal,
Barstool Sports, man, best company in the world.
It seemed Paddy's public image was better than ever before. However, just 2 days prior to he and Jared's fight, Paddy began to make some critical errors. He uploaded a podcast speaking with Dana White, where it was obvious his arrogance was becoming overbearing.
I just create better content than all of you. It's mad people say, oh, he's getting...
I mean, shit, that's facts though. Like, he just know how to market himself. But that's, you can't really get mad at him for saying that. Like, what the fuck?
I just create better content than all of you. It's mad people say, oh, he's getting pushed. It's not. My numbers are just better than yours.
This manifested a call out of journalist Ariel Helwani.
I hate all these journalists, like Ariel Helwani in particular.
Going on a 4-minute rant about him being a terrible person.
He's a maggot. He's a lizard.
Paddy's rant seemed kind of fun and edgy until Ariel responded, destroying Paddy in return.
Everything that was said was a lie. It's lie after lie after lie after lie.
Paddy made made the claim that Ariel was fired from every job he had.
Every decent job he's had, he's been sacked from.
Yet Ariel explained that he hadn't been fired from any.
Got sacked from every decent job that I have. Let's talk about the jobs that I've had.
Even displaying a tweet by his former boss who wrote, "We had hoped to have Ariel continue in that role and made him an offer to remain with ESPN." Next, Paddy tried to insult Ariel by saying he wasn't a journalist.
You're a content creator, Ariel. You're not a journalist. Stop lying.
To which Ariel
but that's where when people stop fucking with you once they find out that you a liar, bro. Like, why go on the internet and lie, bro? Like, that's the bad thing, dude. That's probably why people stop fucking, because he lying. Who lies? Stop lying on other people, especially on other people.
Use of the term content creator. Is this supposed to be an insult? I've been trying to create content since 2006. If you're going to try to insult me by calling me a content creator, great. That's the worst thing you could say about me? Awesome. Yes, I'm a content creator and pretty damn proud of it.
But Paddy's worst attempt at insult was saying Ariel should pay for his interviews.
He uses fighters for clicks, uses fighters to make money. Get your dough out, Ariel. Start paying people for these interviews, what you make thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on.
Ariel responded by stating,
"Does Joe Rogan pay his guests? Did Oprah pay her guests? Did Larry King pay his guests? That's not how this works. Journalists make money. Yeah, we make money. Of course. Isn't that the whole point?"
Spending 1 hour and 15 minutes total dismantling all of Paddy's arguments. Ariel came with all the evidence like a lawyer. Outstanding performance.
So he got eviscerated.
This is how you absolutely obliterate someone. No smack talk, just facts.
Yep,
Ariel's video gained 29,000 likes and only 900 dislikes, while Paddy's initial call out received a much less favorable ratio, as well as comments such as, "Lost all respect for Paddy, throwing Ariel under the bus just to get brownie points from Dana." Paddy crying that Ariel makes money off fighters while sitting across from Dana was the most hilarious thing. Who would have thought Paddy's biggest knockout loss would come at the hands of Ariel Helwani, weakening Paddy's image before his biggest fight so far. Paddy waltzed into the match as confident as ever, with the audience expecting he'd beat Jared Gordon easily, although this isn't what would happen. Paddy spent the entire fight eating punch after punch from Jared, and by the end it seemed obvious that Jared Gordon had won. Out of 24 scores by the media, 23 called Jared the winner, and in a Twitter poll asking the public who'd won, 80% believed it was Jared. However, by some miracle, the judges ruled in Paddy's favor, completely surprised.
What? Damn, so Dana White was fucking that nigga basically. There's no way he was on his knees to Dana or something. Cause how do you let that nigga rob you like that? Like what? He just what? I didn't even watch this fight. I didn't even know who Paddy Pimblett was at this time. But damn, the whole world said he lost. The whole world. Dana, what was y'all doing in the back room?
Everybody. Huge L for our judges on that one. How? Why the judges did my guy J Flash Gordon MMA like that?
Everyone in our building was like, damn, Paddy lost.
The entire world was quickly turning on Paddy, which he could have turned around with a humble post-fight interview, although over the course of only 31 seconds, Paddy instead did the opposite. Joe began the interview by stating, "I'm here with the winner, Paddy the Baddy. Paddy, that was a close one," to which Paddy responded with, "No, it wasn't. That wasn't close. You just controlled me in the third. But you know what, Joe? Have you consulted me manager and seen how much you're paying me for this interview?" To which Paddy was met with silence. Joe then continued, "You don't think it was a close fight at all?" To which Paddy responded, "No, not at all. I won the first 2 rounds and then coasted in the third. I knew I was 2 rounds up, so I didn't want to do nothing dangerous and risk losing the fight. I knew for a fact I'd won the first 2 rounds pretty easily, and demanding fight of the night as he walked off the stage definitely didn't help anything. I can't believe Paddy wanted fight of the night. He already got gift of the night. What an arrogant guy to say it wasn't close after he just got gifted the decision. This was honestly in the top 5 worst robberies I've seen, and his arrogant attitude after it is just making him look like a pleb." And he then went into a press conference where his arrogance became even worse.
Everyone's got an opinion, lad. The opinions are assholes. You know what I mean? Everyone's got one.
I think he mistakes his. He thinks that his confidence is. He thinks that the way he acts is confident. Like, it's confident to a certain extent. Like, for one, you should always give respect to your opponent. 2, he definitely is arrogant by saying all that shit. But I think he mistakes it as confidence. That's what he think it is.
I know I won that fight, simple as. I deal in facts, lad, and everyone talks about me, lad. That's how they stay relevant. People mention me.
And despite Jared Gordon himself tweeting, "I was robbed and everyone knows it," Paddy still went into more interviews refusing to show humility.
The other person won. You don't see that at all from any others.
No.
The other problem was that people had realized Paddy wasn't as skilled as they thought.
There was a real belief after that fight, okay, Paddy's not as good as we thought he was.
Now sure, he could easily knock me out in under 3 seconds, but talks of him being champion was still a couple of years too early.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm beating Paddy ass. I'm beating Paddy ass. Facts. Facts. In the boxing. If we box, I'm beating his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I'm playing.
Paddy looked like a journeyman. He's clearly not ready for the top 15. I could care less if I ever see him in a fight again, and apparently neither did the rest of Paddy's fans, as he began to lose thousands of followers per month. Additionally, people uploaded videos such as Paddy the Baddie getting rocked by unranked fighters, and Paddy Pimblett all losses in MMA, conveniently just days after Paddy ruined his image. Paddy then began to realize he'd made a massive mistake.
The amount of times I've been told I lost that fight, the last year has been quite hard, to be honest, lad. The amount of people that have just been giving me hell on socials and stuff like that, know what I mean? I was the low-hanging fruit that it was easy to jump on the hate bandwagon at the time, so everyone did it.
And all of a sudden, this statement,
"I'm always gonna have this media and this big bubble around me whenever I turn up to fight,"
was looking a lot less likely. He believed that his next fight could fix all his problems.
When I beat Tony Ferguson, lad, everyone will jump back on the bandwagon.
Although this didn't really happen. You see, Paddy was scheduled to fight Tony Ferguson, who'd lost all 6 of his previous matches. Paddy therefore recognized that there wasn't much glory in beating him.
When I win, people are gonna be like, "Oh, he was on a 6-fight losing streak anyway, he's finished anyway."
Although ending the fight with a win was definitely better than losing. This time, Paddy gave a much more humble post-fight interview.
He's one of the toughest men out there. Hats off to him, he's an absolute legend.
Leading to comments such as "officially off the Paddy hate train." Couldn't help to notice how determined he was and humility goes.
Like, look how fast people switch up. It don't make sense to me. That shit be so weird, bro. Like, I hate how fast people switch up. It's crazy. Because you don't know, right? He probably could just be saying that because his team is telling him to say that shit. Like, his team's like, bro, you gotta act more, humble and shit after it wins and shit. I mean, yeah, Tony Ferguson is a legend, so I feel like everybody gonna show him respect. But, like, bro, come on, bro. A nigga don't just change that quick, bro. I'm just saying.
Goes a long way. Now, welcome to the UFC, Paddy. He'd therefore gained back 300,000 followers, although it didn't restart the hype train like Paddy might have wanted. Others have suggested it feels like the spark has completely left him, although at the age of 29 he still has plenty of time to prove himself, albeit now with a much more grounded perspective.
Probably never answer questions again in a post-fight interview about the actual fight until I've watched it back. In my own head, I'd done well in that fight, and then I watched it back and it's a completely different fight to what I had in my head.
I want to see him fight, actually. I've never seen him fight. I actually want to see him fight, but that's crazy. That's wild. I ain't gonna lie.